Hello friends, in today's video we are going to write program for rod cutting problem. In last video we have already seen that for n meter rod I have a total option of 2 to the power n minus 1 and this is a exponential solution. So in this particular video we are going to write a recursive program for rod cutting problem and then we will analyze it and see if we can apply dynamic programming here or not. So now let's write the program. So first of all def keyword to write the function. Okay, to define the function and let's name the function be cutter. Okay, and n is the parameter which it is taking. And what is n here? N is the length of rod. If first of all base case, if n is equal to 0, can I do anything or can I get any profit? No. So what I am going to do is I will return 0. Okay. If it is not the case, what I am going to do is see what I have done in this particular example. If I have a rod of length 4, 1 meter cut, 2 meter cut, 3 meter cut and 4 meter cut. And friends, please watch my last video before coming to this particular video, that is rod cutting introduction video. Okay. Now what I am doing here is, if I have a 4 meter of rod, first I am giving it as 1 meter rod cut, then 2 meter cut, then 3 meter cut and then 4 meter cut. And I am choosing a max between this. Now let's come to the program. So first of all what I am going to do is, I will declare a variable called max price. And in this price, I will update the maximum profit which we can generate. And what I am going to do is, I will initialize this to minus infinity. And to initialize anything to minus infinity in Python, you just need to write sys.maxSize and here minus. That is, it will be negative. So, now my variable is ready. What I am going to do now is, I will give it cut. Okay. And for giving cut, I am going to use for loop. For I in range 1, n plus 1. Okay. Suppose n is equal to 4, then this particular for loop will run from 1 to n plus 1, that is 5. For I equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, that is 1 meter cut, 2 meter cut, 3 meter cut and 4 meter cut. And in every iteration, what I am going to do is, I will update this max price variable. And how I am going to update this particular variable? Our max price variable will be the max between itself, max price, and the profit which I can generate from I length of cut, that is profit after I meter cut, then profit after cut rod of n minus I. See, profit will be the array in which I will be storing the profit that can be generated from a n meter rod. Okay. See, basically what I am doing here is, first of all I am giving the ith meter cut, then I am making a function called to cut rod of n minus I, and I am checking whether this particular value is greater than my current maximum value or not. If this particular value will be greater than my current max price value, then I will update it. Okay. Now once this for loop will execute and finish, what I am going to do, I will return max price. Now let's see how this code is going to execute. Let's take an example of rod of length 4 meter. Okay. So what I am going to do, I will make a function called to cut rod of 4 and I am replacing cut rod with C for easy tracing. Okay. So when I am going to make a function called to cut rod of 4, it will check whether n is equal to 0 or not. As n is equal to 4, this if check will be false. And what is going to happen after that? I will initialize a max price variable for this particular function only. Remember this thing. And I will initialize it to minus infinity. Then control will come to this particular for loop. And as n is equal to 4 here, this particular for loop will run from I equal to 1 to 5. That is for I equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. That is, it will give it a 1 meter cut, 2 meter cut, 3 meter cut and a 4 meter cut. Okay. So now let's see when I will be equal to 1, what is going to happen. When I is equal to 1, first of all, profit of I plus cut rod of n minus 1 will be called. And what is profit of I here? Profit of I is equal to 1. So here you can see for 1, profit is equal to 1. Okay. And 1 plus cut rod of n minus I, and is 4. So what I am going to do? M minus I is 4 minus 1. Cut rod of 3. Okay. And when cut rod of 3 will be called, n is equal to 0, it will be false. What is going to happen? Again this variable will be created for this particular function and it will be initialized to minus infinity. Okay. And after that this for loop will execute for this particular function. That is when n is equal to 3 and this for loop will execute for I equal to 1, 2 and 3. And when I will be equal to 1, and one more thing, see, for this 1 meter cut, when I am calling this cut rod of 3, the 2 meter cut, 3 meter cut and 4 meter cut for this particular cut rod of 4 will be on hold. Okay? See, now come here. For cut rod of 3, I have given it a cut of 1 meter. So what is going to happen? Profit of I. For 1 meter cut, I have a profit of 1 meter. 1 plus cut rod of n minus I. N is 3, I is 1. So I will call cut rod of 2. And when cut rod of 2 will be called, again this check will be false. This variable will be created and initialized. And in next line, next this for loop will execute for I equal to 1 and I equal to 2. And for I equal to 1, again it is 1 plus cut rod of 1. Okay. And when cut rod of 1 will be called, again this if check will be false. This max price variable will be created and will be initialized to infinity. Correct? Then again when cut rod of 1 will be called, this max price is created in infinity and it will give it a 1 meter cut and then we will call cut rod of 0. Okay? What is going to happen is cut rod of 0 is going to return 0 from here as n is equal to 0. So here it is 1 plus 0. For cut rod of 1, this particular for loop will execute for I equal to 1 only. And here you can see that profit for 1 is equal to 1 and cut rod of 0 is returning me 0. So this particular one is 1 plus 0 and right now my max price is minus infinity. So in max price, I am going to update max between max price and this particular thing. This is minus infinity. This is 1 plus 0. So I am going to update 1 here as 1 is the maximum. Now what is going to happen in this line, now this for loop will finish and return max price. Okay. So this thing will be returned for cut rod of 2. And when this thing will be returned, see, for cut rod of 2, for I equal to 1, this particular line will execute now. See, we have written 1 from here, that is we have given it a cut of 1 meter and cut rod of 1 will be called. So from cut rod of 1, I will be given a result of 1 meter, 1 unit. Okay, and here as I have a cut of 1 meter, I will have a profit of 1 unit. Okay, and right now in infinity, that is in max of price, I have minus infinity. So for I equal to 1, for a rod of length 2, I will have a profit of 2. And as you can see here, max price in infinity, this one is 2. So in max price, I will update max of these. So what I am going to do, I will update 2 here. Okay, and after that what I am going to do is I will give it a cut of 2 meter. Okay, when I will give it a cut of 2 meter, that is for I equal to 2, what is going to happen is profit of I 5 plus cut rod of 0, that is 5 plus C of 0 will be called, and when C of 0 will be called and is equal to 0, 0 will be returned from here, and as you can see here 5 plus 0, so this is 5 and this is greater than maximum price, that is for I equal to 2, maximum price will be equal to 2 and this will be equal to 5, and in maximum price I will update these two values, that is I am going to update 5 here. Let's see what is going to happen in cut rod of 3. So first of all, as you can see here, cut rod of 2 will return 5 from here. Okay, that is for I equal to 1. And what is going to happen for I equal to 1? See, here I have minus infinity and here I have 1 plus 5, that is 6. So 6 will be updated in maximum price. And what is going to happen after that? This particular thing will execute for I is equal to 2, and when I will be equal to 2, that means I will give it a cut of 2 meter, and when I will give it a cut of 2 meter, this profit of 2 will be equal to 5. Okay, 5 plus cut rod of 1, cut rod of 1 will be called, and when cut rod of 1 will be called, again I will have minus infinity here. Okay, as n is equal to 0 will be false, max price variable will be created and initialized for cut rod of 1 once again, and I will give it a cut of 1 meter, and 1 will be the profit from it. Okay, that is profit of I. 1 plus cut rod of 0 will be called, and here 1 plus 0 will be equal to 1, which is greater than minus infinity. So 1 will be updated and 1 will be returned. So 5 plus 1 is equal to 6, correct? And this 2 is equal. So nothing is going to happen. Again for cut rod of 3, I am going to make a cut of 3 meter. And when I will make a cut of 3 meter, what is going to happen is, here I will have profit of 3, and what is profit of 3? 8. So 8 plus cut rod of n minus I, 3 minus 3. So cut rod of 0 will be called, and when cut rod of 0 will be called, n will be equal to 0 and 0 will be written from here. So 8 plus 0, and in this max price variable, as this particular value is greater than this value, I will update 8. And what I am going to do? I will return 8 to, that is for C4, I equal to 1 has executed now. Okay? No. I equal to 1, this part has executed now, and 8 has been returned, and this thing is 9. And now what I am going to check is whether max price is greater or this thing is greater. So as you can see, this max price is greater. So in max price, I will update this value, that is 9. So actually friend, we are having a for loop inside a recursion call. So it is going to be little bit confusing, but it is very conceptual. Once you will get it, it will be very easier for you. Okay. Now 9 has been updated from here. Then what I am going to do is, this particular for loop will execute for I equal to 2, and when it will execute for I equal to 2, that is, it will give it a cut of 2 meter, and when 2 meter cut will be given, 5 is the profit, and again what I am going to do is cut rod of 2 will be called. Okay, and for this cut rod of 2, minus infinity will be initialized, and again this tree will grow. Okay, so basically I am taking a shortcut here and I am updating it to 5, and I am denoting here with a example. This will denote a tree and this will denote this tree. So as you can see here, overlapping subproblem. I will come later on to this particular thing. So this will be 5 and it will be written from here. And as you can see this plus this is greater than this particular value. So here what I am going to do is I will update 10. Again cut rod of 4 will execute for I equal to 3. That is, it will give it a 3 meter cut. And when it will give it a 3 meter cut, what is going to happen? Profit of 3. That is 8 plus cut rod of 1 will be called. And when cut rod of 1 will be called, what is going to happen? A minus infinity value will be created for this particular thing. And again this particular, where is cut rod of 1? This particular thing. This tree will grow. That is, it will call, give it a 1 meter cut and will call cut rod of 0. Okay? And here, as this one is bigger, 1 will be updated and will be returned to this particular thing. That is for I equal to 3. And again it will check whether 8 plus 1 is greater than 10 or not. That is this particular thing and this particular thing. As you can see here, max price is greater, so we are not going to update it. And at last what we are going to do, we will give it a cut of 4 meter. And when we will give it a cut of 4 meter, we will have a profit of 9 unit. Okay? And I will make a call to cut rod of 0. And when cut rod of 0 will be called, I will be written 0 from here. So for cut rod of 4 and I equal to 4, this is the thing. This particular thing will be 9, max price will be 10 and maximum of this is 10. So this particular thing will not be updated. Okay? So this is how this code is going to execute for n is equal to 4. And as you can see here, this is overlapping subproblem. This is okay. I have already shown it. Now let's come to the optimal substructure. As I have a recursive equation already, an overlapping subproblem to apply dynamic programming here, what we are going to do, we will check for optimal substructure property. So as you can see here, cut rod of 4 is calling 4 different functions. Cut rod of 1, 2, 3. Okay, it is making a function call. Cut rod of 1, 2, 3 and cut rod of 0. It will make 4 function call, and what it is going to do at last, it will pick the maximum among these 4. Okay, so you can see that we have an optimal substructure property satisfied here, and all these function is going to return us the optimal value in itself only. Okay, so basically what is the finding from here? That we can apply dynamic programming. Okay, so in next video what we are going to do, we will see the top down version code for this one. And one more thing, this code is itself an exponential program. Okay, that is, this recursive program is itself an exponential one, because if we will see, I am doing the same thing which I was doing in the brute force version. That is, I was checking for all the options and at last I was picking the maximum value one. Okay, so friends, if you have liked this video, then please like, share and subscribe, and thanks a lot for watching.